E.N.D and Grey are clashing right now with a brand new chapter of Fairy Tail immediately coming out super early, and I'm goddamn excited about this one. Immediately coming in straight away from this chapter, we get to see straight up immediately E.N.D and Grey clash, and seemingly what we've got a little bit more of the clearer picture now, exactly what like this whole tumor thing is. It seems to be its entire living entity itself, and like how exactly NATSU E.N.D was triggered itself, and it was all back to that one girl that he cares about the most, and all that, Lucy Heartfilia. So at the start of this chapter, we got to see like Grey trying to confront like Natsu, and he's saying like, "You're E.N.D, like, aren't you?" And he's just like, "Move, just get out of my way." And he's just like screaming, "Answer me, Natsu. Are you E.N.D?" and all that. It's like, and he's like, "I'm gonna defeat Zereth no matter what." And he's just like, "You're not gonna listen to reason anymore." And he's just like, "Mind your own goddamn business. I'm gonna beat Zereth." And he's like, he's even talking like immediately when he was fighting against E.N.D, saying like, you know, this thing has a similar to an instinct, like a certain thought as like, you know, as their desire, the thought of killing Zereth. Like that's all it is and all that. Like the most powerless demon and all that is his own younger brother, and he's like Grey's just there like, you know, to think that there was an enemy right like besides me. And you can just see like immediately with like how like Natsu's acting, it seems like it's not fully taking over like the whole E.N.D thing, since he's still kind of there. Like you can see like these claws and like his like old legs and all that just turning black, and this just dark flame, which I really love and all that about him. And like Grey knows what he's gonna have to do, and he's just like, "Alright, rest assured, Natsu, I will stop you and I will kill you like right here and right now." Grey immediately bringing into the Ice Devil Slayer power, and like we don't get to see too much of like Natsu's power from here. Like there's only such a tease of this fight is immediately in the first couple of pages when we see like them like two like clashing with each other, punching, and like just this giant explosion that they're like screaming, going at one another. Since the rest of the chapter is about the other sides of the war, and alongside with Lucy's like a whole like thing going on with Evergreen, Polylucia, Brandish, like Demaria, like pretty much we're finding out a little bit more of that. I'm gonna glad though, at least Lucy's not naked anymore. That's a kind of the bright side of that. But we found out, I was saying like, you know, Brandish, she's able to like heal herself pretty much and all that, due to the fact, you know, like wounds or like what we've seen of it and all that, since she's able to change the signs of it, which, you know, pretty much predicted a lot like a couple chapters ago that she was able to like do something like that. But we were seeing like, you know, like what happens and all that like to Natsu exactly is like when they were saying like, we're gonna go out and look for him, and it turns out that Natsu was actually triggered because he saw Lucy on the floor bloody, and he's just like, "Oh my god, Lucy's dead, no, please don't," and all that. And he's just like, "Please, god damn it, no, like, why aren't you moving?" And he just started crying, and that's when his mind broke and he actually turned into E.N.D. So it was actually thanks to Demaria, her fucking self, that actually triggered this. Like, so that was, it was it. And even we can see as well, as they're moving out trying to find Natsu, like, they're gonna say like, "We need to go and stop this immediately." We also see as well from like Grey and Julia's perspective as well, that we need to keep going on before like Grey is gonna like break. We need to see this right now and all that. And it's like, I need to like see what's going to be happening next. And it's just like every time when they kept cutting back to E.N.D and like Natsu, like, you know, like, and Grey just fighting, it's just like, I need to see more. Like, come on, don't hold me off on that. It's like when you see the other characters, it's like, oh fuck off, we don't need to see fucking like Earth or anything like that now. All I care about is I want to see that fight right now. What we do see at the moment as well, like kind of the final part of the chapter, is Irene is looking alongside the maid. So where on earth is this bitch and all that, saying, "You're not gonna hide from me," using the same magic that she used like to try and find Urza last time. And like definitely like she's just me saying like, "If you want and all that, like, here I am," like makes this giant like illusion right there to point and give everyone courage, since everyone's exhausted, they haven't hardly got any more energy and all that. And this is what they kind of need, a little bit of encouragement, saying like, "Oh friends, listen to my thought, you are the blade that the strategist will wield and all that, we'll be able to win this." And just like as they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll be able to do this, we've got one last push guys, we're there, nearly there." And it's just like seeing like Irene there just like scowling, it's just like like that, this little bitch like that, she's trying to act all big. So I'm definitely think now this is the time that Irene is like gonna really get into the war. This is the time for her to like say, "No, this is my time now to get into it." And I'm kind of curious and all that, how exactly, you know, like what's gonna be doing, like who's she gonna be fighting, because I know it's like it's mainly like her destiny lies with Urza that's gonna be fighting, but I wonder if she's gonna be fighting anyone else first at the point. Like is she gonna try and who have the Maelers first, and then Urza's going to get in? We don't know, but like clearly it's where it's going with the Natsu E.N.D stuff. I kind of want to see a little bit more of that, a little bit more of his techniques and all that, but we can clearly see and all that that the E.N.D transformation is not fully complete from what I'm like understanding of this and all that. With the, it's clearly a lot with the black flames and all that, and his face being a lot very heavily shadowed out, and he's got like the his hands making up the claws as well. So I'm kind of wondering about that. But I did notice is like when immediately when like Grey and like E.N.D clashed, like his like immediately the claws 4 just disappeared, so it's like, maybe Grey is able to cancel him out and all that, but we still know that, like, you know, this is exactly since he's got Demon inside of him, that this is going to be working on the curse as well, so he's alongside got his Dragon Slayer abilities with this curse to work alongside him, so this is going to be a very formidable opponent and all that, and I honestly think, like, even with Grey's power up with the Ice Devil Slayer, like, you know, you need something like the Ice Shell to, like, kind of, like, even imprison him, and if Lucy's going to get in there, like, Lucy is going to need to be that distraction, even, like, held on, like, whether or not the keys are going to have to be involved, or the fact that she's, like, just going to, like, that, like, seeing him is going to actually calm down Natsu, like, I'm wondering where that's going to be going, but I definitely hope we get to see a couple more techniques and all that from, like, E.N.D. I really want to see the caliber of his strength right now, but goddamn, I am so excited for 504 and all that, absolutely. I think last week's chapter was a lot better than this one because it wasn't heavily focused on the Natsu and E.N.D. stuff and all that. I kind of wanted that to be on there. There was a good chunk of the chapter, but then as well, we kind of did need a confirmation on that about Lucy and all that, where they were going, but we did get confirmation exactly what the tumor is, alongside adding to the fact that we do know, like, how it was triggered in the first place, and it's like, seeing that, like, immediately Lucy, he thought it was dead, and it's like, that's what triggered it, and it's like, if Natsu gets out of this, what happens if it happens again, and he generally thinks, like, one character is going to die like that, and it's like, that's going to activate E.N.D. again, so we'll have to wait and see what that's going to be happening, but we do know that the Thylo 5 is being called Trump card, so let me know you guys think in the comments down below what's going to be happening and all that. I really did enjoy the chapter. Overall, I'm going to give this one probably like an 8.5 to a 9. Really did enjoy the chapter, but that is all from me, everyone, so thank you much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys, though, next time.